Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Farm Sim Dad, and this is going to be episode 3 of our Elm Creek New Farmer series. Let's see, it's been so long. Sorry, we were our family were on vacation last week, so it's been a while since I've visited this map, this game save. So check on what we got going. So we have our canola planted here. That's pretty fresh. Yeah, we planted that last episode. So we also have fields 49 and 50. I think what the plan was to save 49 for soybeans in the spring, but I think I want to go ahead and plant 50 in grass this episode. So this is the last month we can plant, but and it goes dormant during the winter because we do have the seasons turned on this, right? Yes. Okay. So it will go dormant in the winter. It won't grow during the winter time, but it'll start growing in March as soon as, the season starts back over. And so we should be able to harvest in May, I think. That should be 3 full. So we should do May, August, November. Hopefully it works out that way. We'll see. I can't quite remember how the count works, but we will get field 50 seeded for grass. I think it's fertilized. Yeah, one time. So we'll seed it and then we can fertilize it in March when it starts growing again. And 49 will leave we'll leave it empty now for now. Hold off for soybeans in the in the spring. We also purchased these lawnmowers. So I want to cut the grass all around these fields. Probably won't bale it this time. We can just leave it on the ground, and it should be fine until next year. Just because I don't want to pay the money to rent the baler just to do this, grass around the edge. But when we rent the baler to do the harvest for this one, we can pick that up as well. We can also cut it again. It'll grow on top of the grass we leave down. So we'll just go ahead and mow this and leave it in this mower will do a swath. So we'll just put it in a swath here and just leave it. And then we can cut it again when we cut 50 for the first cutting next season. So that's the plan so far. We'll see what else happens once we get going here. Let's hop in. Yeah, we'll use this one because the other tractor's on the other tractor should be on the trailer. Yeah. All right, so we'll use this one. We don't need the spreader. We need the seeder. So that's my plan for this episode so far. Hopefully, we'll get that done and maybe get something else. Maybe there'll be a contract or something come up. I want it. Give me the attach. Oh, I'm a little off that, aren't I? There we go. All right, let's go get some grass planted down here. Sorry, get my desk situated here. Pulling cords off. All right, so we want to change the canola to grass seeds. Have a full tank, so hopefully one tank will do it. If not, we'll run to the store and get some more. Get a little better view down here. Alright, so we turn it on and lower her down and we'll get to going. Yeah, this will take a few minutes. This is a pretty good sized field here, so I will get this going and I'll keep this running and get this done off camera, so you guys don't have to watch me go back and forth at 7 miles an hour. But I will bring you guys back in as soon as I get it finished. We'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. So I got field 50 seeded with the grass and put the seeder away. I also dropped the weight off the front of our tractor here, and I am headed down to the store to pick up our mowers. So these mowers work. There's a smaller one that goes on the front of the tractor and a larger one there that goes on the back. And these work in tandem to cut. I think this is 10 meters, 10.5 meter cut. And I think I'm on the wrong side. Yep. Right? Yeah. Yeah, there's the attachment over here. So I will show you guys how these work, and and this mower is really nice. It'll do the straw swath for you. So if you're doing silage bales, which we are going to do, you do not have to windrow it. So the way grass works, for those of you that are watching this as a beginner tutorial series, I'll explain it as we're riding. So you can plant grass in the field like we did on field 50, and that grows. It takes 3 months to do a full cycle. So this is month 1, and then on month 3 you can cut it, but technically month 3 is a forage. So if you wait an extra month, you get the full length, full growth, and it is quite a bit of difference. I think that explanation goes into detail in one of my other videos on my silage video. But so we'll wait, it's technically 4 months to get that full growth. So that's one way to do grass, and that regrows every season. So after you cut it. So once you cut it, you don't really have to do anything to it except fertilize it, and it'll grow back. Now, this grass on the edge here we're cutting, it doesn't really take any fertilizer since it's not technically a field, but you can cut it and bale it for hay or silage. So we're going to do silage just because it brings more money, and the only difference between hay and silage is silage is fermented and hay is dry. So for silage, you just cut it and then you get a baler with a wrapper on it and you wrap it up. Or you can use called a fermenting silo to store it there and let it ferment, but that involves a forage harvester and forage wagon. So we're just going to cut it and bale it into silage bales, and then you let those sit for 2 game days, which will be for 2 game months. So for us, that's just 2 days. And then they're fermented and become silage. And so for hay, what you do is you cut the grass, then you have to ted it, which pretty much just turns it over and lets it dry in the sun, and then you bale it. You don't have to wrap it. It just regular round bales that you see on the side of the road all the time. So that's kind of a quick rundown of the difference between hay and silage. So let's get these guys unfolded. And you have to unfold each one and turn each one on individually. So fire that one up, front one, go ahead and drop it down. We'll fire the back one up and drop it down. And here, when you change to the back one, you see this at the bottom, it says selected work mode. So widespread just puts it down on the ground as it's cut, and then you have to put it in rows if you do that. So we want to change that. So change work. I don't see that on the maybe I gotta turn it off. Yeah, toggle work mode, control Y. So we want swath dropping. This also lets you do a left swath or a right swath, depending on if you want it on either side or in the middle. So we'll just choose swath, and it will drop it right down in for us. We'll go ahead and ease up a little bit and turn that on. It should give us a nice grass swath right in the middle. So that grass it didn't cut, we technically don't own, I assume, is why. Oh, that wage payment, I had a AI worker going on the seeding there while I ran to the restroom. That's why it's only $25. So yeah, we'll just keep going. We'll do all this grass around this field, and then around these 2 fields, and then our other 3 down below. Now I probably won't be able to get any more over. Oop, ran into that fence over by the road. So we'll just go down beside here. There might be a little bit I'll raise these up just so we keep our lines nice. We'll get this cut. And so that swath there will stay through the winter. And I don't think, yeah, since we have the snow turned off, the snow shouldn't mess with it. So that'll be there next spring when we cut our field, and we can just bale it all at the same time. So we don't have crop destruction turned on, so I can just drive over these crops here with the, and I'm not gonna worry about that little strip there. That's probably not, well, we can just back up and get it, might as well. Just have us a little skinny row here. Have to make 2 trips with the baler, but that's all right. We'll just turn, try not to hit the fence, and go down the side of this field. Yep, so what we'll do, there are balers that allow, that will bale and wrap all together. There's some that don't, so therefore you'd have to bale it and then rent a wrapper as well, rent or buy a wrapper. But we'll try to either rent or, depending on how our money's doing at the time, buy a baler that'll wrap as well. So get it all done in one motion. You could go that route. So let's see if we can get this at the top. Nope, that must be owned by the county road. We'll see if it'll let us get some of it if we scoot over a little bit. Nope, it's all right. That grass must be on the right of way for the road there, so that's not ours. We'll go down here and cut this. I'll keep you guys in for this. This won't take too long, so let's give you a show of how it goes. Actually, that other over there might take a minute, so I'll just go ahead. I'll put a break in here, get this done, and I will bring you back in as soon as I get it finished. All right, guys, welcome back. So I got the mowing around the fields done. We're only able to do the top edge and the bottom edge on that one over there because the property lines are so close together, but we got it done anyway. So we will drop this mower and stuff off. Let's leave this back here, kind of out of the way a little bit, running out of room up front. We'll just drop that guy right there, spin around and drop the front one. Just drop that one right there. Good. All right. Now, what do we need to do? I think we're done for this month and probably the next few months, honestly, because there's not much going on in the wintertime, especially when you only have a small number of fields. So I think what we will do is we will go ahead and sleep for a couple of months and check on our sales. I think we got, we'll just always keep an eye on the sales in the store, and we have some wheat in the silo that we can probably sell in January, I think. We will keep an eye on all that stuff. Make sure doing what we need to. So let's see, anything on sale? Manure spreader, sugar beet harvester. And we don't have any animals for the trailer or the manure spreader. Let's see, we have wheat. High price is $13.80, which is good, but now Goldcrest Valley sells for more because you have to rent the train, which I'll I'll show you when we sell, because that's where we'll sell to, because they offer the most money. And but you do have to rent the train, which is super simple. I'll show you guys how to do that on this map and any other map that has a train rental. They say, oh, excuse me, they say it's $1,000 an hour, but they don't charge you $1,000. They only charge you for the time you use it. So as long as you're just selling one crop, it's quick and ends up being like $75. So that higher price is well worth it to do that. So January is our high price there. We're December, so it'll probably go up a little more. We'll wait on that. And the other crop we have is soybeans. That doesn't sell till July. So we're good there. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, no contract worth doing. All right, so we will just sleep one more time. Then we can sell our wheat. Show you guys how to use the train here. All right, first thing I always do is check sales. So that's a short neck for a trailer. Header, that's a nice cultivator. That's a big one. 14 meters. Now this is, oh, it's a square baler. Just kidding. So we will need a baler for our stuff that's fine. This is really nice. A forage wagon. So if we were doing the big silage, like several fields or, a large field, this would be the way to go. We could just pick it up in this forage harvester. It'll hold grass. It'll hold 46,000 liters of grass. And then you just take this trailer to a fermenting silo and you dump the grass in there, and then it ferments in the silo. So you don't have to bale it. It's just all loose. So that's real nice, but we won't get into that there. So let's see. Won't get into that yet, I should say. So January, we're at our high price, $13.73, Goldcrest Valley. So I'll show you guys what that's about. Get our oh yeah, and you can always just tab to the vehicle you want, which is probably the easiest way to do it. We will get our wheat loaded in here, and I'll show you where we're going to take it. So to empty from the silo, you see at the top the F1 menu there, just start filling, and then you can choose whichever you want to fill. So we want our wheat. Our 4,000 liters won't be a whole lot of money, but anything's better than nothing, right? So let me get on the road and then I'll pull up the map and show you where we're going. Get us started down through here. Put that bad boy on cruise control. So we are headed, we'll come all the way down this road, all the way to the end, and we're going here to the grain pool east. So you can, it's pretty much a free silo storage on the map that you can use. You don't have to use the train to use this storage. It's just a grain storage for anyone to use on the map, and it's free. But you do have to use this one if you want to load it onto the train. And then we'll go over here, we'll rent the train, and you just have to wait on it to come, and then you actually get to drive the train. Obviously, it only goes forward and back. So you just back it under this silo offloader here and fill up one of the train cars with your grain, and then you just drive it off the edge of the map, and it'll automatically ask you if you want to sell the crops in the train to Goldcrest Valley. And you just hit yes, and then it'll pay you for it and automatically returns the train. So we'll get down here. So yeah, you can see the big storage silos there. Pool silos that everyone's allowed to use. Or that us. We're the only ones on this map, so use those for free. This area over here is kind of industrial. These are all just decoration. I don't think anything going on in there. So you just pull through here. See our took out that stop sign. Just pull through here. See the offload triggers there. Pull through. Stop there and overload. Oh, and let's see. Can you guys see that up here? Look at that guy. That's a collectible. So there are 100 of those on the map, I think. We'll hop out here and go grab that. Get us a free $1,000. So there's 10 sets of 10, I think, on here. And if you find a complete set, you get a bonus 100,000, I think. Yeah. There's a total of $1.1 million to be found. These stairs are always tricky. So to get this, all you do, you open your F1 menu so we can see. Just walk up to it and it'll say hit R to collect. So we found a water trailer. There are 8 more to be found on the map. And once we find, I must have already found one. Once we find all 10 of those, we get a bonus 100,000. So you can see it added $1,000 to our total there. So yeah, those are spread out all over the map. There's plenty of YouTube videos and cheat sites out there if you guys want to just run them all down at once, or you can just find them as you go. They're usually pretty obvious. There is a couple. I'd say there's probably 10 total that are hidden pretty well and put in hard to get places. So to rent the train, you just come here to this little train rental. You walk up and it says rent train. Hit R. So we rent it, and then it says there it's gonna arrive soon. You can kind of track it on the map if it's on the rail. It's not yet. So yeah, just kind of have to wait, and it'll show up whenever it shows up. While we're waiting, go look around. I'll speed this up a little bit here just to get easy. They like to put them up high as well, so I think there's actually one up here. Speed does not do well on stairs. Here. Oh yeah, there we go. The little plow, it looks like. Yep. 9 more of those to find. Is there anything else up here? Sometimes you can get over things and sometimes you can't. I don't think there's any more up here, but I did see one down here. There's another little trailer. So yeah, it's just a little something they put in the game to give you a little extra something to do and get a little extra money. Not sure if there are any more around here or not. And I think I hear the train. Do I hear the train? We'll run through here, just double check. I think there's any laying around here. Oh, I did not hear the train. Yep, there it comes. So he'll just pull back in here. And then he stops and you can walk up and hit E just like any other vehicle to get in. Alright, and up there in top left you see all the different cars. So the last car is a pallet car. Then you got a log trailer, a log car, and then we have 3 grain cars. So these first one and the third one are enclosed, and then the middle one is open. So we'll just back it up to the middle one, and you just back it under this enclosed area here. So we don't have to, if you do want to use the first one or the third one, you have to tab through and open it first. So I'm on the first one now. You just hit N and it'll open like that. But we'll just use this middle one for now. Works just like any other silo. We'll load it up and you can see it. It's very quick. These things hold a lot of crops. So yeah, we're only at 3%. And then you just drive it straight off the map. once you get it loaded up. And you can go front and back, so if you wanted to transport things from one end to the other of the map, you can. There's a grain pool at the other end as well, and you can offload from the train to the grain pool. So, and then you get this message: we'll drive. Do you want to sell the loaded goods? Say yes. We got our money, $5,600, and it cost us $57 to rent the train. And that's all she wrote for that. So we got us a little money there between the collectibles and our little bit of wheat. We will head back to the farm. And I will, just for the sake of time, take a little shortcut here. So that'll probably do it for this episode. There's not really much else we can do. Just fast forward a couple of months, I guess we could, but I'll probably fast forward to the next season off camera in between these episodes. Get us to I think the canola harvest will be next. We might have to harvest. We might have to cut the grass and do the silage bales before the canola. I can't remember which one will come first. But the next episode, we will do the silage bales on the grass, and we will do the canola harvest. And we can probably sleep into July so we can sell our soybeans. That'll be a pretty good chunk of money. Oh, and we'll also need to seed our new soybean field over here. We'll stop by and check on this grass field on our way in. See how it's growing. As you can see, it's coming up. Looks nice. So yeah, let's see. So we're on stage 2 of 3. I need to fertilize this. That's what I need to do. So let me run. That'll be a good ending job for the video. For this episode, we'll just get the fertilizer started. If we have fertilizer in the tank. If we don't, I'll just do it off camera because you guys have seen that already. But yeah, so we'll get that field planted right there with soybeans. Next episode, we will harvest our canola and cut and bale our grass after we fast forward a few months. So let's see, do we have any? Oh yeah, let's hop in this guy, and just for the sake of showing it, I'll show you that this thing can be attached to the front as well. Since we're already lined up that way, works exactly the same, just a little different driving when it's attached to the front. And I will get this field fertilized, and then we'll wrap it up there. So we are on the widespread. Get it going. Oh, missed some. Of course I did. And see, it's easy. It's good. It's good to do it early in the growing, so you can see your ground texture change. See the color changing, so you can see where you've been and what you've done. So yeah, this fertilizer spreader's nice. It goes really fast. So all right, guys. Well, I will wrap this up, and I'll get us fast forwarded into the next planting and harvesting season, and we can do that together next time. But I appreciate all you guys watching. If you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like below, and as always, please feel free to leave me any comments you have, anything you want to see, any questions. This is a series for beginners, so no question is too insignificant. Please ask away, and I'll answer them the best I can, and if I can't, we'll figure it out together. All right, guys. Well, it's been Farm Sim Dad, and I appreciate everybody watching. Happy farming. We'll see you next time.